Raider, you guys were pretty successful in defending the pass today. What was kind of the breakdown with maybe not being able to stop the run?
Man, honestly, I thought there was times that, I felt like we did a decent job of stopping the run, getting knocked back. There was a couple big plays that they had, but overall, I thought we did a good job at our assignment. We just got to finish, executing the plays that we have. We were there where we were supposed to be, but just executing. So that's, I think, was the main problem.
There's a positive takeaway was your red zone defense. Is that something you can hang your hat on moving forward?
Oh, definitely. Every week we go. That's one of our goals. To be good in the red zone. That's the huge emphasis that we have every week, and a huge portion of our practice is focused on the red zone. So I think, it's not the result we wanted today, but that's definitely a positive that we can take from the game today.
Was the wind at all a factor? It's not why you lost, obviously, but probably the windiest game you guys have played in years. Did that have any factor at all?
Nah, I don't think so. I think when you're playing, you don't even really notice the wind, except when you're kicking the ball or throwing the ball far as a quarterback. But for us, nah, I don't think that was an excuse at all.
Raider, how do you not let this loss kind of tumble into two losses like last year? Like how confident do you feel the team has maybe grown since last year's loss against Kansas?
Yeah, I think just preparing the same way we prepared for this game. It was a big game, college game day game, top 10 matchup. But no matter who we play, preparing for that team the same way and continuing to practice hard. We're in control of our own destiny still. We're in a good spot. And so taking advantage of that, doing the things the right way. Once we get on the plane, watching that film, get back to what we know.
Raider, you brought up college game day. Was this maybe too big of a stage for this team in this moment, you think?
Absolutely not. I think it's just, a lot of it, we don't even pay focus to it during the week. We just know it was there. We didn't really interact with anybody when it came to college game day. But definitely not a big stage for us. We've been in games like this before, and so moving forward, just preparing the same way for every team.
Were you had to feel to get back from the injury and just being back on the field?
I felt good. Game experience is always great. I think that's the best way that you can learn and gauge where you're at. And so it felt good to be back out there, missing the past couple weeks due to my injury. But it felt good today. It felt good to go, and feeling good right now. It's going to hurt, but we're good.
How rowdy of an environment was this for you guys? Do you feel like it had an impact on the team?
It was definitely a great college football environment, one of the best ones I've played in. And I don't think it got to us. I just think it's the little execution things. Like, we knew what we were supposed to do, and we got to embrace being in an environment like this. It's not everywhere you can go play in an atmosphere like this, and so yeah.
Raider, you went into halftime down 13-0. What kind of adjustments did Coach Sataki have for you guys?
So defensively, we kind of just stuck to our guns, what we knew. I'm not sure what the adjustments were on the offensive side of the ball, but it's the same message he gives to us. Play every day, play every play like it's your last play. Execute the little things, play physical, and so, yeah.
Any other questions for Raider? All right, thank you.
Tanner, what was the message from the coach in the locker room after that tough loss?
Just don't question our foundation of our brotherhood. Continue to love each other, and just expect to see these guys again here in a couple weeks if we handle the next few games the right way. But yeah, like, these moments are more important for defining a team, I would say, than even after wins. So important for us to stick to who we are and not point fingers, and just continue to work towards our goals and get to a Big 12 championship.
How would you assess how the defense played, just as a defender?
I thought we played good, not great.
I mean the whole defense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought defensively, we were in some tough spots. We were able to hold them to field goals on some short fields. There was a couple big plays that we gave up that we'd love to have back. I know, Evan Johnson would love that early pass that kind of, gave them some momentum back as an interception. I think Trey would like his back on our sideline too. So we definitely left some plays out there on the field, but in a game like that where, we got to play better complementary football. If the offense, if they're, struggling to get going a little bit, we got to play great, and I didn't think we played great. I thought we just played good.
What was the mood at halftime after Raider gets that pass breakup in the second quarter?
Yeah.
Just kind of feel like that you guys are used to that spot.
Yeah, no, that was huge. Like, great way to end the half. Still a 2-score game, right? Coming into half, we're defensively, we're playing well, we're playing hard, keeping the offense in it, and we're gonna, we were just talking like, let's get them the ball back fast. Let's get 3 and outs, let's get turnovers so they can get some momentum and get going. So yeah, coming into halftime, we had a lot of juice, and coming out, I feel like, we were ready to respond and try to go take that game.
Did you feel like there was a defining moment in this game for you guys?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, as I kind of already mentioned, like coming in, one of our major focuses was to limit big plays, and so other than like probably 4, maybe 5 plays, I thought defensively we played extremely sound, and guys did their job, and we played the run well, and so I would say, I mean, I can't remember all of them off the top of my head in the order that they happened, but those were probably the ones that changed the game the most in their favor.
You talked about not pointing fingers at each other. How do you, as the team captain and leader on this team, prevent those things from occurring and being able to rebound from a loss next week?
Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to the love we have for our brothers. Like, it's the easy thing to do is to, point the finger of blame and say, oh, we should have done this, or we could have done this. But at the end of the day, that doesn't help us very much. So continuing in the growth mindset of knowing, okay, we got to move on from this. We got a, huge game at home next week that we got to go out and win. And, don't beat ourselves, right? So, come out and not have any negative energy or toxic stuff within our brotherhood that could cause us to implode, and just continue to love each other and move forward.
Anything else for Tanner?
Thank you.
Chase, what do you felt like led to the struggles in the passing game today?
I just think we needed a big play to get the momentum rolling. I feel like I left some out there that I could have made, a deep ball, and a couple others that just to get our offense rolling. As a leader and as a veteran, you want to step up and be the guy to get the offense rolling. And I personally felt like I could have done better in that regard, and being able to put Bear in better positions to throw to open guys. So.
Chase, was this the best defense you guys have faced since Texas, or were you what was the challenge level today?
Yeah, they're good. They're a good defense. I felt we left a lot out there, though. I felt like we matched up well, and we just needed to make plays. And we failed to do so. We got put in situations that we, kind of some self-inflicted wounds. So learn, grow from it. Honestly, just still grateful for the opportunity. Game day, all glory to God, and it was an amazing experience. Got to learn a lot from a loss. You learn a lot from losses, so excited to go forward, and especially with the freshman quarterback like Bear and the way he's been playing, and how much love we have for him. Like, we got a lot in store for the next few games, and however many games we play after that, and then for Bears, the rest of his career, and BYU football is gonna, we're starting to gain that respect slowly, so it's awesome.
Jason, this part of the season, a lot of people start talking about the eye test.
Yeah.
When you compare that, in that regard, how do you feel like you guys performed today?
Yeah, I feel like we fought still. I feel like we're such a good team. It sucks when we don't play like that. So that sucks in that regard. We know what we can do, and we know the type of team that we have. So going forward, we don't care about the outside noise. We don't care about the eye test. We just got to take care of the next 3 games. And when we do that, and we're a one-loss team, we're going to have an opportunity to play Texas Tech again and beat them. So that's what we got to do. When you have critics out there that don't respect BYU, then they don't know. They haven't been in our workouts. They haven't been, in our practices. They don't know what we do. So we got to put it out on the field. We didn't do that today. We got to do that going forward. So that they can't say anything, and we just win games. So.
What gives you confidence this is going to be different this year, where you're not going to let one loss turn into two?
Yeah, I think you learn a lot from mistakes last year, and I think it was good too for Bear and a young quarterback to feel some defeat and what it's like to lose a game, and we're going to learn a lot from that. And I'm excited to see how Bear bounces back and his fight and his mentality as a quarterback. This is going to be a moment for him to really establish who he is as a quarterback and what the rest of his career is going to be like. So I'm excited to see how Bear handles it, and we're going to rally behind him. He's going to lead us, and we're gonna roll into the next 3 games.
Are you hoping to see this team again here in a few weeks?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, you always want to play the best, and especially when you felt like you left a lot out there. So we're gonna meet them again. Promise you that, and we're gonna go beat them.
Any other questions for Chase?
Chase, how big of an impact would you say the environment here had on the offense, and how would you compare it to other venues in the Big 12?
No, we played in louder stadiums with more noise and more chaos. So I don't think that was a huge factor. It was definitely fun to be out there. Cool stadium, college game day, all that stuff. But ultimately, just got to play our game. We weren't able to do that today.
All right, thanks, Chase.
Yep.
Jack, what did you see early on that allowed you to get those 2 sacks in the first half?
I think it was just great play calling by Coach Hill. We worked on a bunch of different ways we could use certain blitzes, and they happened to show up in a moment. And seeing what I liked and seeing what we practiced throughout the weekend, I was able to come away with those.
Jack, what can you kind of build off as a defense from this game? In particular, maybe the red zone defense was good.
Yeah, I think just continue to trust each other, continue to build the relationships we have, continue to get better. There's a lot of stuff that we left out there on the field and that we know that we need to improve on. So yeah, I think just continue to build off of this and continue to lead and want to make plays.
A lot was made about the physicality going into this game. Just would you describe how physical of a contest it was going up against Tech?
I think it was definitely physical. The O-line did a great job. The running backs were great. Tight ends were great as well. So it was a great matchup, and it was fun to go against them, but obviously not the outcome we wanted.
As a leader, how can you guys ensure that this doesn't spiral down a little bit?
I think just focus on the moment. We know what we need to get better at. We're going to watch the film. We're going to see the corrections. We've got to take that into next week and focus on TCU. They're going to be a good team that's coming to us, and we've got to have our A game for them.
How did you feel health-wise today? After a bye, just feel like you're kind of back to what you were earlier in the season before the injury?
Yeah, for sure. The bye week was great. Helped my legs get right too. Everything that was kind of just nick and knack, banged up a little bit. So bye week was great, and continue to build on this.
Any other questions for Jack? All right, thank you.